everyone, today I'll be reviewing this movie. It is dropped on Netflix, but it came out in 2018 and it's called I Think We Are Alone Now. And this movie is starring Peter Dinklage and Elle Fanning. And when I saw this movie, it is coming on Netflix. I was excited to see because I love Peter Dinklage as an actor. I think he's really amazing. And this movie, it is kind of like a world where by plague all the like human, they are all dead in this movie. Only Peter Dinklage and Elle Fanning, they're the only two people left alive in this world. And we see Peter Dinklage at first, he actually doesn't know, he thought he's the only one left alive in this movie. So he's trying to, he lives in this small town, he's trying to clean up everything by himself, he's trying to live on his everyday life. When out of nowhere, one day, Elle Fanning, she comes in this movie to him and he's like, oh, there's another person living in. So, they try to live their life together in this movie. So there is a twist end of this movie. So this movie basically has only Peter Dinklage and Elle Fanning. It also has Paul Giamatti. He comes in last act for this movie. So what do I think about this movie? This movie was kind of like a mix. While I liked watching Peter Dinklage in this movie because his acting is actually, he's a really good actor. He's on screen just doing stuff you want to watch him. Because, I do like him as a Tyrion, when I said like, I love him as a Tyrion Lannister. So I liked him in this movie a lot when he was just doing nothing, being himself. He's trying to live on his life. And Elle Fanning, she was a little annoying at first. I think she was okay. They both had, I thought it was okay chemistry with each other. But how this movie ends, left with a huge plot hole for audience. You're like end of this movie, you're sitting there, that didn't make sense. How all these people were dying, why they're all dead, why Peter Dinklage, he didn't die, Elle Fanning didn't die, how the small group of people, they're left alive. And Paul Giamatti's character in this movie, he was really pointless. He comes in and he was, I guess this movie did leave with a huge plot hole, like what was they doing with Elle Fanning? She had this scar on her neck. What is it meant? I don't understand. And what was her relationship with Paul Giamatti and that woman? Sounds like they were pretend family altogether. Didn't make sense. This movie was going well, I guess, but until these people showed up, end of it. The movie's the first act and the middle act, it was very engaging. Although nothing was happening, still it was interesting to see where was the story going. But when this movie ends, I was like, that was like, still, I still enjoyed watching this movie. It is kind of slow burn. It isn't for everyone, I'm gonna say about that. Like, if you don't like Peter Dinklage, even if you don't like Elle Fanning, you will not like this movie. Like, you need to like these two actors. So I like Peter Dinklage, as I was saying. That's the reason I will say if it was someone else starring, I would be giving this movie 0 star because it was Peter Dinklage. I felt like I still enjoyed watching him. Although overall this movie left me with so many questions, like I guess all these people are dead, but how is some of them are still alive? How he didn't know anything? Where was it going on? Like, where was still all these things was coming? This movie could have answered some of this question, but I see what was it going for. It is one of those movie, you watch it for the actor. I thought it was okay for me, and that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie and when you're about this review. Don't watch my other reviews on other movies. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.